Hello, welcome to SpaceX Box. I am Uncle Mike, and this is the briefing and build video for Mission 3. Let's go into Mission Control. Let's get the Explore the Mun contract. I think that's probably the only one that we are going to get because the rest of them are test missions, observational missions, and ferry missions for tourists. So we are going to get Explore the Mun. Now let's go into the VAB here. Let's work on our vehicle, which will still be the Phoenix Beta. So let's go ahead and open up here the Phoenix Beta Mark II. This was our last vehicle from Mission 3. And so now what we are going to do is that we are going to use some of the stuff that we unlocked previously. The concern is down here we only have 30 components that we can use, and we only have 6 available to us right now. So we've got a little bit of a problem there. So let's go ahead and design the vehicle and see what we've got. So one of the things that I just wanted to do here for the Mark III, so let's go ahead and rename this. So this will be the Mark III now. Let's save that. So now what we want to do is we want to use some of those radial decouplers that we got. So we're going to put 2 radial decouplers here, somewhere up there where we're going to put those. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the fins for now. We might not need those here depending on how this build goes. Yeah. Okay, so then what we're going to do is I am going to take some of these fuel tanks. I am going to now build radial boosters. That is the plan here. So there we go. So now what I want to do is just go ahead and copy those. And as you can see down there in the bottom, I tell you, sometimes I just have a real hard time copying. Okay. I'm not even good. Okay. So we already have an issue here, and that is we've gone over the components and we've gone over the weight. So we're limited right now, and I think that's probably way too much. Let's just go ahead and put on 2 Reliance, which we unlocked in Mission 3. So there we go. So there's basically, we got, I would imagine, plenty of Delta V's. That's actually pretty good. I like that. The issue is that we've just gone over the components. I have a solution for the mass or the weight of the vehicle right now. What can we do? Wait a minute. Wait, right here. I could purchase that right there. So let's return to the Space Center. Yeah, let's save this. Let's go back into the research and development tree and let's pay to unlock that Thumper solid rocket booster. Let's go into here, and where was that? That was right there. Yes, let's go ahead and pay to unlock that. Now let's go back into the VAB. This should save us components. Instead of putting multiple fuel tanks and liquid fuel boosters, let's use solid rocket boosters. Let's get rid of these. And now we should have these thumpers here. Let's go ahead and attach those. Why did it only put 1? Well, I guess because I had symmetry. Alright, so where's our radial decouplers? They're right there. I need to, like, I don't know, maybe on the Xbox controller, try to reduce the sensitivity. Alright, so now what we're going to do though is that we are going to move these down into position. Right there. We also unlocked last time aerodynamics. Yes, so we got some new. Let's go with gray. Put the gray on top. So how are we doing now? We've got 27 components. Now, one of the things that we also unlocked last time was in structure. We've got these struts. And so now what we can do is we can come down in here and we can put that, not in the radial though. What I don't want to do is I don't want to have asymmetric thrust. So what we want to do is make sure that we put these on the center line. Right there. Probably something like that. That looks pretty much right on center line. I just don't want to create an asymmetrical thrust, because if we do that, then we might get a roll in there. All right, so there we go with our vehicle. I think we're ready to go, except for we've got to solve the mass problem. We are over the weight of our launch pad. So for that reason, what we need to do is save the vehicle, go back to the Space Center. We need to do our first upgrade of the Space Center, which is to unlock the next level for our launch pad. So we're going to upgrade because now we can have a taller and bigger mass vehicle. So we're going to do that. Now if we go into the VAB, we should have the green light now for our vehicle. And yes, we do. We have the green light now. We're at 29 of 30 parts, but now we're definitely under the mass. So the launch pad can now support us. I'm going to put Valentina, she is our chief pilot, so we're going to put her in the front seat. But now what we're going to do is we need to make sure we check staging. So we got the boosters, but we also want the main engines to go. So we got boosters, first stage, then we got separation. Probably that's going to be our insertion engine to actually get to the moon, and then separation and drop. So let's see here. What do we need to do? I changed these higher, but I'm going to turn these back to about 10 or so. We're going to turn the lights on. Else is looking good. Let's check our delta V and our thrust to weight. Okay, way too high here. So what I want to do is I want to throttle these back. Let's try 61. Go a little deeper than 55. There we go. 1.5 thrust to weight. That should get us pretty good here. Then we've got 2 on that. I'm gonna throttle this one back here, maybe about 80%. Yeah, like that right there. So there is our Phoenix Beta Mark III, which should get us at least to do a flyby of the moon, because that is what our contract here for mission 4 is to fly by the moon. And if we open up the notes here, it says fly a vessel anywhere near. So all we gotta do is get it near. So just within the sphere of influence of the Mun, and we are go. So there is the Phoenix Beta Mark III for mission 4. And I will then see you in the flight and debrief video next time.
It's so beautiful, you and me. We're meant to be.